Welcome to Ozone Institute. So as I told you in my last video, in the next video I will explain the cylindrical coordinate system. So let us start. So we have this cylinder and this is the axis of the cylinder. It is along z direction. Similarly, we will draw axis of axis in Cartesian coordinate system, like this is x axis and this is y axis. Suppose we have any point at any random place in this cylinder. Let the point is here. Let the point is P. Same way we did in Cartesian coordinate system, we will draw a normal from point P to the xy plane, that is to the base of the cylinder. So it is meeting at xy plane at this particular point. So from this particular point we will draw a line parallel to y axis. Similarly, we will draw another line which is parallel to x axis. So it will be like this. So this is our origin. We will do all our observation from point O. So draw a diagonal meeting this point. Let this point is A, this is B and this is C. Let me write it a little bit big. This is C. So draw a diagonal OB. Draw a diagonal OB. So what will be length? OA. OA will be X. And what will be AB? AB will be equal to OC. So it will be Y. So we are assuming that it is Y. So in cylindrical coordinate system, we have three variables: R, phi and Z. So what is R? R is distance of this point from the axis of the cylinder. This is R. If this is R, then this will also be equal to R. And what is phi? So in cylindrical coordinate system, how we will locate any point? So we have this cylinder is in 3 dimensions. So to locate the position of any point in 3 dimensions, we need 3 coordinates. So first coordinate is R, means how far it is from the axis of the cylinder, and second coordinate is Z. Z means at how much height it is above the base of the cylinder, and third one is phi. So this is phi. So these are the 3 coordinates we need to locate the position of any point in a cylindrical coordinate system. So this is phi, means how much angle it is making with x axis. First of all, we will draw a relation between Cartesian coordinates and cylindrical coordinates. So from here we can see, now this is a right angle. This is a right angle. So from this triangle OAB, x equal to R cos theta, y equal to y upon r. So y upon r equal to sin theta. So that is y equal to r sin theta. How x equal to r sin theta? You might be getting that. So I am skipping the easy steps. So this is x upon r. So x upon r equal to base upon r. This is cos theta. So x upon r equal to cos theta. And what will be the third coordinate? So z will be equal to, this is z. So z will be equal to z only. So this is the relation between Cartesian coordinates and cylindrical coordinates. Next, we will discuss about the line element and the volume element in cylindrical coordinate system. So, in cylindrical coordinate system, as we have three variable r, z means from this point to height of this point, that will be equal to O, and this particular is A. And next variable is phi. Phi means how much angle this particular point is making with x-axis. So this is point R. At this particular point, if we will make small increase along z direction, so suppose we are making small change along z direction, so it will be dz. So I have drawn it here. So this is small change in height, that is dz. So small change in one variable, and next similarly we will do small change in another variable. So next variable is let r. So similarly we will do small change in r direction. Let this particular difference is dr. So I have drawn it here. When initially it was r resistance of this point. Now it is r plus dr. So there is small increase in this radius of this cylinder. Then next variable is phi. So how we will create change along phi direction? Then this is our point. This is sum of point along the axis of the cylinder. So at this particular point, as x-axis is directed in this direction, so this is x-axis. So this is x-axis. I have drawn it here. So we are making small change along the direction of phi. This is phi. Small change in phi means we will move this particular point in this direction. So it will be small change in phi. So what we will do? This is phi. This angle was phi. This particular angle was phi. But we did small change, very minor change along the direction of this particular variable. So that is, suppose initially it was here, then we make a small change along this direction. So this angle is like d phi. This angle is d phi. This is d phi, and this is phi. Now if we will cut this particular piece, it will appear like this. If we will cut this particular piece from solid cylinder, this piece will appear like this. Now please watch it carefully. See, this angle was phi. Sorry, this is d phi. So first we will do small increase along z direction. So this was small change in z direction. Then we did small change along r direction. That is here. Small change along r direction. This was small change in z direction here. So I have drawn it here. I will make it a little bit larger. So this was small change, but I am predicting it bigger one. So this is dz. Then small change along r. So this is suppose it is small. This is small change. This is dr. Then small change along phi. So phi is changing in this direction. So suppose this is small change along phi. So it is not d phi. This is d phi. Then what is this? This length is r. Now small change along z, small change along r. Then small change along phi. What will be small change along phi? See, d phi don't have dimension of length. So this small change will be, this is this is arc. So arc upon radius. D phi will be equal to arc. Arc is suppose dl upon radius is r. This is r. So dl equal to r d phi. So this small change is r d phi. Now we have all the three elements along all the three elements along all the direction. So these are the three elements along the three directions. So these are the only possibilities. So one is dr, another is dz, and another one is unknown is r d phi. So now we will write line element in cylindrical coordinate system. So how we will write line element in cylindrical coordinate system? So I am writing it. This is, so line element is diagonal along. We can consider in this direction or we can consider in this direction also. So I am considering in line element is body diagonal of this small cube. This is line element. This is not cube actually, but it looks like cubic, but it's not cube. So this is dl. See carefully, this is along the body diagonal. So what will be this line element? It will be dl vector. So what this vector will be? This is r d phi. Suppose this is one vector r d phi, and this is another vector dr. So their resultant will be another vector. So this is any vector k vector. So dl will be equal to k vector plus, now this k vector plus dz vector. This is dz. K vector plus dz vector will be equal to, plus dz vector will be equal to dl vector. So what is value of this k vector? K vector is r d phi plus I will write it here. So dl vector equal to r d phi plus r d phi plus dr plus dz. Now all these are, as this is vector but this is only magnitude. Now we will write the direction. See, this was, I can write it dr vector, dz vector, then d phi vector. But I can write it like that, but I am writing it simply r d phi in the direction of phi, because it is changing in the direction of phi. So that's why r d phi in the direction of phi, then dr is changing in the direction of r. So this is r cap. Now dz, this is dz is changing in the direction of z. So plus z cap. So this is the line element in cylindrical coordinate system. Next we will write volume element. Actually this is volume element, because this is small volume, that is why we say it as a volume element. So to find the volume element, simply multiply length, breadth and height. So what are length, breadth and height? This is r d phi, this is dr, and this is dz. This is dz and this is dr. Now, well, volume element in cylindrical coordinate system we will write it as B, dV. Volume is a scalar quantity. So, we will calculate it. We will calculate by doing calculation of scalar dot product. But I am writing simply like volume will be length, breadth, and height. So it will become R d phi. I am taking in length is this one length. You can take this one also. You can take this one also. Okay. R d phi into dr into dz. So this is volume element in cylindrical coordinate system. Next, we will find area elements. Area elements in cylindrical coordinate system. So how we will do that? As I told you in previous video, if we are finding area element along one direction, then it will be perpendicular to other two directions. See, suppose we are finding area element along the r direction. So r will be in outward direction. So this will be the piece. So it will look like this is area element along the r direction. So this vector will be in the direction of r cap. So but in which dimension? Suppose we are taking from here. This was r d phi. So I am writing it r d phi, and this is height of this height is dz. So area element we will take along the direction of r. Means if we are taking area element along the direction of r, it means it is perpendicular to other two variables. So it is perpendicular to other two variables phi and z. So I am writing it b a r, area element along r direction. So it will be multiplication of length into breadth. So if I can write it, if I am writing in vector form, I can write it like this, and dz z cap. So it will be r d phi cap cross dz z cap. It will be equal to, see, dAr vector equal to, now r d phi cross z. R d phi, we will take our hand like this, r d phi, then we will curve it along like this. We will take our hand along the direction of r d phi, then we will curve it toward z. So it will be perpendicular to this, then it will be along phi cross z. It will be r d phi dz. So phi cross z will be r cap. So this is area element along r direction. Now we will find area element along other two sides. So if we wish to find area element along, if we are calculating outward direction, so this was dz. It was dz. Actually, I don't want to erase this figure. It is dz and this is dr. So we will simply multiply these two and we will get area element along phi direction. Okay, either in this direction or if phi is changing that direction, then we will take in that direction. So it will be dA phi vector is equal to dr dz and phi cap. Okay, we are calculating area element in phi direction, then we will take other two elements that I have already told. So now only z direction is left. So area element along the direction of z will be, see z is in this direction. Now we will take other two components. So this is dr, then this is r d phi. So it will be length into breadth. So it will be r d phi dr along z direction. So these are area element in cylindrical coordinate system. So I hope you got everything up till the area element. If you feel something you did not get, then you can comment on the comment box. So video is going to be very long. So in next video I will explain you gradient, divergence, curl and Laplacian in cylindrical coordinate system. Thanks for watching.